So, after Samuel anointed David as the next king in our last assembly, David went back to the fields to look after his father's sheep.
We sheep love the way David cared for us and protected us. If a lion or bear came to steal one of my buddies, David always rescued him and drove the lion or bear away.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, will you and your friends help remind us of the memory verse from the last assembly?
Baram, you come out, sheep, come out.
Oh, here they come. Who was in our last assembly? Can you remember it? Well, don't worry if you can't, because what we'll do is we'll read it through nice and slowly so that everybody can join in. And you might start to remember it after that. After 3, 1, 2, 3. People see our outward appearance, but God sees our heart. That was amazing reading, you guys. There's some big words in there. Now, you might remember that normally we do some sign language to our memory verse, but this time, in our last assembly, we sang it. Do you remember that? Yeah, well, what we're going to do is we're going to sing it again to remind you of the tune, and if you would like to join in with me, I would love that. So, here it goes. You might remember it when it comes in. Do you remember it? It went like this. Everybody, yeah. People see our, yeah, outward appearance, but God sees our heart. That was amazing. And again, ready? 1, 2, 3. Everybody, yeah. People see our, yeah, outward appearance, but God sees our heart. But God sees our heart. That was amazing. Give yourselves a huge clap. Fantastic.
We sheep love to hear David play his harp and sing as we chew the grass in safety.
Well, that's lovely because David was passionate about his music, and here we see him playing his harp. Who loves music? Oh, wow! That's a great response. Now, is there anybody in here who's learning an instrument? Your hand was up so fast. What are you learning? Yes, you. With glasses and your hair braided. The violin! Oh my goodness. How are you finding it? Is it easy? Is it tricky? Is it in the middle? Yeah, in the middle. There's some hard things because you have to remember where all the notes are, don't you? On the neck of the violin. And it can be really tricky. I'm trying to teach myself the piano and I do find it very difficult. What you have to do when you're learning an instrument is you have to practice and persevere, which means choosing not to give up. So that's quite hard, isn't it, sometimes, choosing not to give up when it can be a bit tricky. Now, David loved music so much that he practiced and practiced and practiced his harp until he was so good that he was asked to play for the king, King Saul. How amazing is that? Can you imagine? Could you imagine being so good at your violin that you were asked to play for the Queen Elizabeth? That would be an honour, wouldn't it? That would be amazing. Now, David wrote many songs, and these songs are called Psalms in the Bible. After 3, everybody say Psalms. 1, 2, 3. Psalms. Well done. They tell of David's friendship with God. And do you know what? These songs, these psalms, are still sung 3,000 years after they were written. Oh, wow, how amazing is that? One of